A viewer recently asked me if you can program blast beats on the Alesis SR-16, so I put it to the test. This is the Alesis SR-16. There are 12 different drum instrument types that you can program. You got your tom 1, tom 2, tom 3, your ride cymbal, your crash, your percussion instruments 1 and 2, claps, open and closed hi-hats, kick and snare. There are 49 different kick drums, 59 snare drums, 52 toms, 19 hi-hats, 12 cymbals, and 42 percussion instruments programmed into this one drum machine. The tempo range goes from 20 to 255 beats per minute. So it comes with 50 presets, and each preset has an A version and a B version, plus it has 2 different fills. So in reality, it comes with 100 presets and 100 fills. And you can also program your own drum patterns in. For everybody that keeps on asking, this is your volume wheel. Starting from the right, this is your on-off switch. This is where you hook up your power source. These are your footswitch jacks. This one is for your start-stop switch. You can either start or stop a drum pattern using a switch using this jack. You can switch between the A or B version of your drum pattern or a fill using a foot switch. This is your MIDI in and out. You can also go through to another device. And this is your tape in out, so you can hook up to an audio interface and go directly into a DAW, or you can hook up to a sequencer or a synthesizer or any other device that uses MIDI in and out. These are your outputs. You have your headphones, your main left, your main right, and your auxiliary left, right. If you have a auxiliary jack on your amplifier, what you can do is you can take a splitter cable, hook your 2 TS inputs, your 1/4 inch inputs into these 2, your left and right, and then hook directly into your amp. We're going to do 2 very basic setups today. So first, I'm going to take our power cable, hook it directly into the machine, like so. It's already hooked up to our power strip. On our speaker, we're going to take this TS cable that's already hooked into the input, and you only really need one side for this. Hook it directly into either the left or right. Like I said, we're just using one speaker for this example. On your speaker, make sure that it's set to unity. Turn your power switch on. You can adjust your volume. Turn it down at first, and then now we're going to do a slightly more involved setup. For this example, we're going to use a little bit of basic gear. We're going to use the Alesis SR-16, the Mackie Mix 8. We're going to use a single Behringer Eurolive B208D monitor. It's a powered speaker. And we're going to use this microphone. It's an AKG D8000M. It would be the equivalent of using something like a Shure SM58B or even a Sennheiser 835E. So very simple stuff. Alright, so we're going to take this in. We're going to hook it into the input of the Eurolive B208D. The other end we're going to take and go into our main out. We're just going to use one side for this example. I'll take this cable, go into one of our main outs on the Alesis, and we're going to use its own channel. So if we had both powered speakers going, we'd go ahead and use both. We're just going to use one side, because you'll hear it all anyway, so it just won't be in stereo. And we're going to go ahead and hook up our microphone. Yeah, we're using one hand to record and one to hook everything up, so now everything's hooked up. can bring your microphone to unity. Turn on our monitor. Bring it to unity. And then turn on the Alesis SR-16. Now to switch to the variation on the drum beat, we're going to hold down the B. And as you can hear, it's just slightly different, not a whole lot different. And throw in your fill. Alright, so to switch between your A and your B, just hold down the B to go from A to B. And as you can see, the B is just slightly different from A. Switch back to your A and it'll give you a few beats. And then hit your fill. So your fill actually goes between the A and B pattern, which the B pattern is just ever so slightly different from the A. And then you can change to your next pattern, and it'll give you a few beats before it happens. Alright, so let's say that you want to change your drum set. Just hit your drum set button, and then you use your up or down. It's back to the original drum set. And you can go all the way through the menu. Go through all 50 of them if you want. And then you can go back to your drum beat from there. interesting to see what this would be at. Probably not that great. So let's see, that's ballad 5, number 49, so they suggest 100 BPM, anywhere between 90 and 110 on this one, so let's see what that sounds like. So yeah, using this guide is probably a good idea if you want to get the best use of it. So let's go ahead and try one of these. Let's get the hard rock one, which is number 7. And it's between 135 and 150. Let's give that a try. See what that sounds like. $135, we'll start there. The optimal speed that they gave was 140. That's 140. Yeah, I like that at 135. Pretty cool. So let's So yeah, whenever you're using some of these presets, it's a good idea to use your key to see what some of the suggested tempos are, because you might actually get the most mileage out of presets by using suggested tempos. So we're going to delve into this drum machine a little bit more in further videos, but I thought that some of you might get some value out of just a quick startup guide on getting started with this drum machine and just see what some of the capabilities are. There are useful presets on here, you just have to know how to use them, and you also need to take their suggestions on what tempos to use, because yeah, that'll get the most mileage out of drum patterns that are already programmed in just by following instructions. What a concept, right? So we will see you next time. Take care.